Minister Grace, Shadow Minister Minikin, he's gone again.
He's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit. And Mr Abdul Galeem, co-hosts for this evening. Like many of us, I guess I have personally very limited experience of the Sufi tradition in Islam, but for 35 years now I have enjoyed and learnt from the intriguing and humorous Sufi stories about the character Nasruddin. In these Sufi stories, Nasruddin often appears as a fool, only to reveal the deep wisdom he spreads abroad. In one of these stories, Nasruddin appears as a smuggler, and every day he comes to the border with his donkey cart piled high with hay, and the border guards know he's a smuggler, so every day they search his cart from top to bottom, pulling apart the bales of hay, looking for contraband. They never find anything. They watch Nasruddin grow richer and richer, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, until he turns 30 and retires and throws a big party for the border guards, at which they can't withhold their frustration any longer, and they bail Nasruddin up and say, Nasruddin, we know you were smuggling. We searched that donkey cart of yours every day for years and we never found anything. We can't stand it any longer. You must tell us, what were you smuggling? And Nasruddin just smiled and said, donkeys. In the second story, Nasruddin visits a village and his reputation goes before him, so the village elders invite him immediately to the tea house to address the villagers. Nasruddin turns up and he starts with a question. He says, who knows what I'm going to say? And they look at each other, confused, and say, you haven't said anything yet. How can we possibly know what you're going to say? And Nasruddin says, well, in that case, you're so stupid, it's not worth me saying anything. And he leaves. Not to be outdone, they invite Nasruddin back the next day. And they're ready for him this time. He starts again with the question, who knows what I'm going to say? And they all roar with one voice, we all know what you're going to say. And he says, well, in that case, I don't need to say it. And he left again. The third day, they were really ready for him. Who knows what I'm going to say? And they said, half of us do and half of us don't. And he said, well, why don't those of you who do tell those of you who don't? And he left. If we together are going to contribute to peace through dialogue, we need to be able to see more than hay. That is to say, we need to be open to having our own blind spots, our own prejudices and biases revealed. And if we are going to contribute to peace through dialogue, we will have to talk with and learn from each other and not think that experts from outside can tell us all the answers. That's what makes this evening and occasions like this so important. And it's a privilege to be here, and I thank the co-hosts for their invitation.